So, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a great day. We've had a really, really great day. We're coming up on the last 2 hours of the first full day of the 8th annual, Jesus, Livestream for the Cure. I poured myself, oh my goodness gracious. What?
Here comes the money.
Tommy Thompson with a $25 donation. I don't know that guy. I never even heard of him. We got to go ahead, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to go ahead and widescreen out. Oh, no, wait, I can't do that. Hang on. Wait, no, I got to switch over into the multi-scene. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. I've not seen this beautiful face. What, Tommy? We don't even get to see him?
I don't have I didn't realize I didn't have a camera on this computer.
He's hiding his face from us, but ladies and gentlemen, they're back.
Here we are.
Woohoo!
And I'm sorry, Nick, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it seems as though the loudest cricket that ever existed has decided to join me on mic. So I just want you to know it's not the voice of my conscience. It's not a Jiminy Cricket, if you will. Do you understand what I mean when I say Jiminy Cricket?
I do.
Thank you, Tommy. Personally, I think everyone could use a Rob Schneider on their shoulder saying, "You can do it." This is tiny little Deuce Bigelow. Wouldn't that be great? But that's the motivation I yearn for in this life. Do you ever yearn, Nick? Do you ever yearn?
Once or twice, but not since the 90s.
That's fair. I mean, once the 90s ended, what would you possibly have to yearn for? Good God, the double odds were just the worst. Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back like a glorious phoenix rising from the ashes.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
don't say
that was
woo,
me.
Tommy. That makes me want to rethink everything. Like maybe a phoenix is too sleek and glamorous for us. We're more like turkey vultures, maybe swooping down from a dying tree.
Yeah, I'm a tom
Either
turkey.
way. What did you say to me?
I said I'm a tom turkey.
I believe that. I got lost in the forest not too long ago.
Jesus Christ.
This is a true story. And we came across an entire tree full of turkey vultures, and I was terrified. And I'm not sure I should have been because these are big, huge birds, you see. But they feast on the dead, I think. And I'm like, I'm not dying, and I shouldn't be scared about this. But wait, am I dying? Will these things attack me if I might be possibly dying? I don't know. So that's my story. That's all I got.
Well,
Good night,
good.
ladies and gentlemen.
How'd you get out of the forest?
I walked out of it. That's how you get out of a forest. Usually,
You're
you
like,
just
oh, right
walk
there.
out of it. I mean, what do you think? I'm Indiana Jones having some grand adventure in the woods? What's wrong with you?
I don't think you were lost. I think you were just scared.
Well, I was scared. Have you ever seen a tree full of turkey vultures? It's the worst thing you could possibly see in your entire life. So
Now, see, Functioning Drunk says where Randy lives, there's no forest. This is a lie.
I was in the Upper Peninsula, Functioning Drunk. So mind your P's and Q's and understand the geography of Michigan, please. Thank you very much.
I exist. I'm real. Somebody asked if I really exist, but that's my face.
I mean,
My face is on my sticker.
Does
Yeah.
he really exist? Like, do we really?
Yeah. Philosophical. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's a comedian. He's coming to a dive bar near you. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, the dive bar is open. We're coming to you from the Pod Shack outside beautiful Bay City, Michigan. My name is Randy. I'll be your host for the evening. And with me is the urban redneck comedian, Tommy Thompson. That's the thing I'm trying to get started. I think he looks like a honky with some grit. If you could see his beautiful ghoulish face, you would understand what I'm talking about. He
It's right
looks
there.
like a
It's on
redneck.
the sticker.
Well, yeah, but you're not wearing your White Sox hat that you usually wear. you
Oh,
see.
yeah. Mhm.
It's
That's
not
part of the
completely on
redneck.
brand. Maybe you should sue the person that created that for, I don't know, libel, slander. I don't know. What is it? I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Oh.
I also have a confession. Tommy Thompson does not exist anymore. He died 3 years ago. This is an AI that's speaking to you.
Is that what? Oh,
Yeah.
now, Tommy, I've seen promotion from you on Facebook that you've come as close to me as Harrisburg. That's still about
Yes.
a 4-hour clip from me. I need you to go about 4 hours north of there.
All right. I'm trying.
Well, not even 4 hours. I'll drive. I just won't drive to Harrisburg. Like I'll drive far, but I won't drive that far.
Okay.
Listen to this, Nick. Listen to this, Nick. I drove like 12 hours to sleep in his bed.
That's
so.
true. That's true.
Not his actual bed, but his guest room bed, I guess, you know. And he can't even be bothered. Well, I understand. It is Tommy, so, you know.
Functioning Drunk says next year Randy and I should do a live stream from a forest.
Not around any turkey vultures. I tell you what, they are the worst things you've ever seen. Even worse than Tommy. He's pretty much up there with one of the worst things you'd ever seen. But, you know, we are back. In case you don't know what we are, what we do, we used to be a podcast for like 12 years or something, which is stupid, called Miserable Retail Slave. And now that's not a thing anymore. We are rebranding as The Dive Bar. And our first episode will be released next Monday. So get real excited. Cancel all your dates, pull out a piece of loose leaf notebook paper and write down so you don't forget, slap a magnet onto the fridge, hang it up, and
So
remember to download on Monday.
I asked Dan, because we were just looking at a sticker, I asked him to go find a photo of Tommy. So he found like one of his, looks like it's from a comedy pamphlet or like a comedy flyer or something like that. He's in front of a brick wall or something like that. We've actually got I don't know. Functioning Drunk says it's a nice AI photo. Tommy quote with quotes. I don't know. I guess that's.
I feel like we're about to see a picture of Bigfoot in the forest. This is exciting for me.
He's hairy enough. Good Lord. So I've got a question for the Dive Bar. So same feed as MRS, or will it be whole new feed, whole new everything?
No, same feed.
Okay, because I don't got enough energy to unsubscribe from a feed and then resubscribe to a new. I don't got that. That's tough.
Fair. I don't have enough energy to change everything like that. So I don't know who you think I am as a person. Like I have all this time. We haven't done this in like 2 years. So like I don't know how you think I have all the time in the world, but we chose to rebrand as the Dive Bar because a dive bar is that laid back, dimly lit entertainment solution that doesn't always seem like the greatest idea at the time, but it's that comfortable place you go back to time and time again, even though there might be fruit flies in your beer and it smells vaguely like urine. That's our podcast. That's who we are.
Yeah, that's okay.
I mean, it's going to be mostly the same new segments here and there, but the name had to go. It just didn't fit anymore. And really, it hadn't fit for a little bit. So it's time for something else. I mean, genius move, right, Nick? To rebrand a podcast after 12 years.
Yeah, not miserable, not in retail anymore.
Exactly.
So I mean, you could have done like Sleepless Father in the Woods, Turkey Vulture, Sleepless Turkey Vulture Dad, something like that. I don't know.
Sleepless Turkey Vulture.
I don't know.
I'm not good at SEO and branding. I'm not going to I don't know.
I'm the co-host of Two Peas on a Podcast, which literally every fucking podcast thinks that should be the name of their podcast. There is a Two Peas on a Podcast, Two Peas in a Podcast, Two Peas of a Podcast, Two Peas of a Pod. It's literally like there's cooking blogs. There's every other goddamn thing that's named that. Like you look for our podcast and like it doesn't exist. It's nowhere. Hi, Dan.
Hey, I got a name for you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
Netflix and Swill. All right, goodbye.
Okay, thanks, Dan.
My favorite part about Dan coming in when he did that is that picture of Tommy's like was right over his face, so you couldn't even see him.
Yeah. Who needs to see a Dan anyways, right?
I roll.
Am I right?
It's so good to see your faces again. It really, one of your faces,
sort of,
and a train.
And a train. He's a Tommy train.
Yeah. The Tommy train's going to Cuyahoga Falls tomorrow through Saturday. So if you're near there, come see me at the Funny Stop Comedy Club.
In Ohio.
Headline it, baby. Headline it. How about that?
I'm gonna be doing this though.
Yeah. This is a headliner you're talking to, people. Bow down and give them respect. Oh my God.
Fuck yeah. Hey, Ranty came and saw me. The Ranty bastard came and saw me in Virginia.
I know. It's always fun when random podcast peeps that we've met can show up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we don't work in retail anymore, but that won't really make us stop what we're doing as a podcast. Like we're still going to discuss all the random encounters that we have in life with those retailers. because, sometimes you encounter somebody and you're like, well, there's a character. And because what is a dive bar without a few of those random eccentric characters and weirdos in them? That's why you go back to a dive bar. The environment. Am I right? I am right.
Absolutely.
For example, a few weeks ago, Tommy, I was in a restaurant, a fast food restaurant. You ever been to a fast food restaurant, Tommy?
Every once in a while.
Oh, man. They all sell delicious death. It will all kill you, this food, in the end,
You're
but
my
it seems like such a
special
delightful
Goodness
end at
gracious.
the time. What was that? These
Oh,
words.
we have a special friend named Tom E. Thompson.
What is going-
Thank you for following Tommy.
Oh, I'm catching up. I
Yeah.
donated too. Whoa, look at me. I'm a big boy.
Typical Tommy, day late and a dollar short. Love it. I love it. They will all kill you in the end, these fast food restaurants. And it seems like a delightful end at the time when you're doing them, but these fast food restaurants, they're all nefarious. They're only second in their treachery to the convenience store, like a 7-Eleven, okay? Do you know these 7-Elevens? Do you know these convenience stores?
Yeah, big gulp.
Oh, my God. Don't say that out loud in my ear ever again. These 7-Elevens are dens of iniquity, serving up all your vices in one convenient slice, like that greasy warmed-up pizza baking up under their heat lamps there. You have 7-Elevens in that Ithaca, New York, Nick.
I had him out at college. I don't have him here though.
Oh, man. You're not missing anything. I mean, they got everybody. It's the sickest place you can go. They just give you cigarettes and sugar and booze and gambling and calories and diabetes. It's nothing good can come from this.
Don't
Slurpees
forget
and
the tall
Marlboros,
boys.
baby.
Yeah, tall boys and lotto tickets.
There you
I
go.
said alcohol and gambling. Why don't you pay attention to the words I say from my face? Good Lord. It
Sorry,
doesn't,
I was
Nick, it
in the
doesn't
chat.
surprise me that you have no 7-Elevens where you live, because when we drove to your place, we drove past this lake and there was like this mystical clouds
It was
coming.
It was this one right here.
Yeah, emanating from it. And I'm like, what is this world that we've stepped into? Is this Middle Earth? What is going on? This is crazy. That's my observation. It's a beautiful place, I
love living
think.
here. I
You
really
may
love
think
this
it's a shithole, but I thought it was pretty cool.
You're supposed to
actually.
come back. You told me you were going to come back someday, and you still haven't come back.
Well, we'll come back. We haven't gotten an invite. I can't just show up, drive 12 hours, and show up on
Now-
your doorstep and
now,
like, hey,
listen.
dude.
That's essentially what you did last time. You were like, "Hey, we're going to a concert in Cooperstown, and we just realized like we got to figure out a place to stay." And I'm like,
Ooh.
"Right." And then I was like, "Now, not only that, but I'm going to cook for you too. So you got to deal with that."
You did cook.
Yeah.
Yes, that was
So-
amazing. Yeah. Thank you for your hospitality in that bed and breakfast for free. I loved it.
Hold up. Wait. No. Next weekend, apparently. Pookie already booked it next weekend.
Oh, it's happening.
Booked it in the
Let's go.
chat. It's already set. Next weekend.
No.
Let's go.
You got to update that username, though. Pookie, that girlfriend he adores, unless it's a new one. I don't know.
Man. Oh, jeez.
Oh, girlfriend.
You got a lot of catching up to do, Pook.
Ugh.
Good Lord. Anyways, we were in this fast food place, and I don't know. It served burritos there. Tommy, do you know what a burrito is? Have you ever had a burrito? Have you heard of a burrito, Tommy?
Dude, I'll eat any burrito. I don't care what's in it.
Oh, look, this guy knows all about. I'm talking to the right man. This guy knows all about burritos. Well, in this restaurant, there's an order to things, and you start at the front, work your way to the cashier. They assemble this burrito to your liking. It
That's
might
very
be
nice.
called Qdoba.
I love it.
It might be called Chipotle.
Mm-hmm.
It might be called insert generic brand name of burrito serving place in your town here. It's all the same, right? Well, this first person that was in front of the assembly line, oh my God, she was a character. And I'm here to report about it because that's my duty as a citizen and a human being to report about people like this so that the whole entire world, like we still have a huge following in Barbados, they need to know about this girl. I mean, she didn't look like she worked out at all, but she seemed to be laser focused on protein. protein. She might have been a weightlifter. Maybe she was worried about every patron in that restaurant crushing their protein G's and maximizing their sick gains. I'm not sure, but she seems super concerned with protein, and I know this because the only thing that she said to anyone was, "What's a protein?" She had 1950s glasses on, black, horn-rimmed, and a white girl, Malibu's Most Wanted, exaggerated gangsta accent that no one has ever spoken in the history of humanity. But here she is, a pioneer creating her own new dialect and revolutionizing at the same time the fast food burrito industry.
I'm all about it.
I know that she was a burrito revolutionary, Tommy, because based on the way she acted towards all of the burrito buffoonery around her, I mean, she just knew standing in one spot and simply saying, "What's your protein?" and doing nothing else other than rolling her eyes and unleashing heavy sighs at all her fellow colleagues for all their imagined incompetence and buffoonery, that she had it all figured out.
I can get behind some burrito buffoonery. I like that.
You like that?
I like that alliteration.
You seem like a buffoon of burritos. Like
What
if
about
I approached you in public and saw you eating a burrito, I would be like, "Oh, there's a buffoon," because I imagine it'd be smashed up in your face and all over the place, huh?
What about a beef and bean burrito buffoonery?
What are you trying to do here?
What about
You're the
that
comedian and you're not funny. Stop. This burrito revolutionary.
Protein.
Excuse me?
Sorry, I'm brewing your protein tale. Oh,
Right.
See, you don't even give me time to fucking talk. Look at that.
Everybody wants to know in the chat if you picked up the girls' OnlyFans. Like that's all they want to know, if you got the link to the OnlyFans.
Brisketburrito.com, yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and subscribe. She'll look longingly into the webcam and
Get your meat smoked.
Yeah, she'll stroke those burritos and look at you and wait. Right when you're reaching your most intimate self, she'll look at you and say, "What's your protein?"
Hilarious,
right? So this burrito revolutionary, the BR, if you will, had all these mad marker scrawlings all over these lids, these fast food lids. She thought this was gonna, I don't know, simplify the process or something. I don't know. But she was writing all over them with these unknown letters, like she had broken the protein code of exceptional, impactful burrito creation, like some sort of living fast food Turing machine. And the line was backing up behind us, and she was shouting for people behind us, "What's your protein? What's your protein? What's your protein? What's your protein?" And she wasn't progressing at all down that line. Like we were stuck, because all she was worried about was that protein. You ever been worried about your protein, Nick?
Once.
Nick, I'm looking at you.
Just once. One time.
What do you mean just once?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. I'm confused.
That's why I had to put you on the spot. Like, I mean,
I was scared for a second there. I feel like you put me on the spot because I'm the only one you can see. Like,
Yeah.
It's either that or a sticker. Like you're talking to a sticker.
I mean,
it's a very nice sticker.
God in heaven.
oh, jeez, it's Gerald.
God.
Oh, God.
Look at that.
I mean, if you ever get a break in Nick's life running a 4-day event for cancer research, I wish
could have
you'd
given
pay
him
attention.
that.
Oh my God, what's happening here?
This is double Gerald.
This is the picture of Gerald from his sex cult pamphlet.
Oh man,
Randy knows he was in the cult.
Oh, Randy was there.
Absolutely.
Randy was there. Okay.
Double
Yeah.
Gerald was my favorite Nintendo game when I was 8. It was great. It was the
A
best.
lot of coin collecting in that game.
Absolutely. Oh, geez. I could never beat
up,
the
boys?
final boss. It was terrifying. I had to use a game genie.
You know what? I'm mad at myself. I purposely downloaded a background for the Dive Bar podcast. I purposely downloaded a Dive Bar background so I can throw
there
it up
it
there
is.
for you guys.
I'm mad at you now. You could have
Ooh,
been
I
doing
like
this the whole time to enhance
I
our
like that
branding, and you
backfire.
didn't.
I
You're
know.
fired. You are
That's my kind
fired.
of
sir.
vibe.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
No,
one
that
job.
looks good.
Oh my God!
Oh,
I
gee.
drink
Now
at
we
that
scared
bar.
him away. Oh, now wait.
Whoa!
Wait.
We got
Whoa.
Now we got Dan.
Whoa.
What? Why am I here? How did I get here?
I think Gerald must have clicked add on you when he left, when he removed himself.
Gerald, are you stupid?
oh man!
Good thing Dan has his clothes on.
You're right. Oh man,
All right. Sorry, guys.
I feel bad because I feel like Dan was in an intimate moment. He was getting well worked up from the OnlyFans burrito tale, and
No,
Oh,
no,
man.
I was legitimately trying to squeeze Tommy's photo.
oh, don't say
over his
legitimately
bubble.
tried to squeeze in a sentence when
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
trying
said
to squeeze my hog while moving Tommy's photo.
Oh,
over
that's
his
fair.
bubble.
Legitimately
That's it.
tried to squeeze. We're talking about protein. What's the problem?
what's the problem?
We got Matty F. Thank you for the follow, Matty F.
Hey. With every what's your protein, she continued to scribble down on these plastic lids like she's composing a lunatic's manifesto. And I'm like, do you think you have this all locked down? Do you think this is elite job performance? Pugimo, whom I adore, was up, and she was ordering a snack for our bouncing baby boy.
El Jefe.
Gerald, you seem to be flapping your wings. What's going on here?
He's a turkey
Can't see
vulture.
it. You can't see it on the feed. You gotta look on the feed.
Oh, I
That's
can't.
the great thing
Thank
was
you.
is like because you guys are the guests. I wanted to put you at the top of the screen, but Dan had the picture of Tommy over Gerald, so it was just Tommy's picture with two arms coming out from it, going like this.
It's my angel wings.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
Your angel wings. Your turkey vulture wings, yeah.
functioning drunk says we got to stop moving things around because he's getting dizzy.
That's
Uh-oh.
fair. He is a drunk, so you can't just futz with things like that. He's got to get his bearings down, right? Pookie, my wife, whom I adore, was ordering a meal for our bouncing baby boy, El Jefe, as dubbed by a random man in Millennium Park, Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah, that's a good story.
That is a good story.
You should tell
Listen
that
to the
one.
dive bar to hear it.
You should have those kind of stories.
Absolutely.
Oh,
So she ordered cheese and beans for this burrito because the little boy, he finds this. Oh, this meat so spicy. I don't know. He's got a sensitive palate. He's probably going to be a great chef. Nick, watch out.
Ugh, I'm scared.
You should be. You should be afraid of El Jefe.
The flavor of this meat.
Mm. She ordered cheese and beans, and she goes, the burrito revolutionary goes, "What's your protein?" And we're like, actually, beans are protein, and cheese
So
is
is
kind
cheese.
of protein. If you're pretending to be a paragon of protein, you should know what protein actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand, Nick? Do you understand what protein actually is?
7%. You got to get me there.
I can't. I don't have the men's health journals to back up my science. So
Thank you, Matty F, for the 245 biddies that says Randy versus Tommy in a coal miner's glove match.
oh, that's fair.
Thank
I
you
would do
so
that.
much.
I would do it.
I would kick your fucking ass.
In a coal miner's glove match. Remember when we had an arm wrestling contest and I beat you and you cried about it?
No, I don't. I don't remember that at all.
Oh, I
I would
remember.
man up to that. We should do that because I don't think you could beat me.
I did though, twice.
No.
Oh,
That's not
absolutely.
true.
No, it's 100% true. Just
When
because you
did
can
this
never
happen?
remember anything doesn't mean it's
When
not.
did this happen?
I don't know. Probably when you blacked out one night. Who knows?
I don't know. See, he doesn't even.
How can you defeat him in arm wrestling? He's a train.
That is true. I'll tell you how, Nick. I went over the top.
Ooh.
That's funny. Because you mentioned my White Sox hat, and before I go on stage, I turn it around because I always think of Sylvester Stallone and Over the Top, Lincoln Hawk there.
Uh-huh.
nice.
And you think
Yeah.
you're really going to dominate that audience that way?
Well, sure. I ain't gonna do it any other way. I gotta channel somebody other than myself.
Oh, that's fair. That's a good question. Do you actually like before you go on stage? Well, I mean, I used to go with you for a lot of shows back in the day. You used to like go in the bathroom and shit for 15 minutes. That was your pregame ritual. But like, Now that you're more established in a headliner, do you channel anything? Do you listen to anything before you go on stage or anything? Like
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Don't
Okay.
try. That's my motto. Got it tattooed right on my hand now. Don't try.
The Tommy Thompson lifestyle. Don't even give a single F.
Don't try.
If I try, I'll fuck it all up, man.
I don't think you can say those curse words on this live show.
That's naughty. What, Tommy?
Yeah.
When have you heard that kind of filth out of my mouth? Never.
Never.
Oh, whoops.
I mean, I guess it's Wednesday after dark, so I guess anything goes, right?
Wednesday after dark. That's all right.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Don't kick me off the live stream for the cure.
You know we
He
love you,
probably
baby.
won't.
You know
He
we love you.
probably won't.
But you
I didn't know
better
it was
like
PG-13.
listen. You better watch yourself though. Before you run right off the track. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, derailed.
don't want to derail the comedy train, baby.
But no, Randy, like Charles Bukowski, he said, don't try. And that was his motto. He said, let things come organically and naturally. And now that I have a lot of experience, I feel like that works the best for me. I try not to think about anything about the show whatsoever.
I like that your role model is a known womanizer and alcoholic. So
second thing fits. The second part fits.
I'm glad that's the poster on your wall. I love it.
I didn't say he was a good writer, but I like his idealism.
Okay.
Here comes the money.
That's a $100 donation from I Miss These Boys. Spoiler alert, that's me. I miss the fuck out of you guys.
Oh man, thank you for our only donation during this segment, Nick. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And that's fair. We don't have a fan base or fan. Oh, that's gross. I said that out loud. Like we don't have listeners anymore. I don't know what we're doing. We're starting from scratch again. It's fun. It's kind of fun. I don't know. It's kind of pathetic also.
Really long hiatus, complete rebrand, no
Yeah.
promotion at all. You're perfect.
None.
You guys are good. You guys got this.
Yeah,
Way to
we'll
do it.
succeed, huh?
Yeah, you got this.
Did you ever go into podcasting thinking you were going to be a huge deal and make all the money? Either one of you.
Well, we're almost there.
We're getting there. We went from we just crossed into triple digit listeners. What do you mean?
Yeah, so-
Triple digits, but it's 2 digits and then a decimal and then a third. So now we got like fractional listeners now.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's absolutely.
I don't know. I started in 2016. I don't think I had any. I didn't really know what podcasting really was when I first started. I just wanted a reason to talk to, my buddy Andy, and I never really thought about it was going to happen. And now I just do it for fun. I mean, I got Nick as my co-host, so of course it's a blast.
I'm sorry.
Ooh,
I'm sorry,
Wow.
Gerald. You have to put up with
what a
this
plug.
Wow.
punishment.
Good plug. Randy would never say that for me. Wow. Gerald's a real good guy.
Listen, Tommy, sometimes people come into your life and you're just blessed to know them. And like you think you're lucky stars every single day that you met them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a honor and privilege to know them.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Keep
think,
going.
God, just so lucky. Like I was in the right spot at the right time to meet this person.
Yeah.
And then there's, I don't know, people like you, and you shake your head every single day and ask, why do I deserve this punishment?
Oh, you remember the Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back? Isn't that where we met?
The first time I met Tommy was at
It was Jay and Silent Bob
a
Strikes
bunch
Back.
of
wasn't it?
random friends, and a bunch of group of people went and saw Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. And
See? You
and-
remember.
and Tommy was there, and I had known Tommy because he was the weird looking kid that worked at the grocery store, the local grocery store. I'm like, oh, I know that kid. He's the weirdo that works at that grocery store bagging all the groceries. And that's still what he does. He's never changed.
No, I don't work at the grocery store anymore.
Oh, don't ruin the myth, Tommy.
He's bagging food at the restaurant now.
You still show up there and bag groceries, though. You just don't.
Yeah,
work
right.
there.
That happened one time. We fired this guy, and he came back. He started bagging. My manager was like, "We fired you," and he goes, "I don't have a ride till 10:00." So my manager
Classic.
said, "You can wait outside."
Functioning Drunk made a good point here. He says it always feels like Randy is about to take his pants off, and I said same.
They're already off, brother.
They are off, yeah.
Knew
You
it.
can only see waist down, so,
Pookie close the stream for this part.
Yeah, right. Somebody donate like $1,000 and me and Nick will start a wrestling podcast, a monthly wrestling podcast.
My God, how long would it be? It would be like a date, like a 24 hours long.
Absolutely.
We're not editing shit, by the way.
Once a
None of
month.
it.
Once
None
a
of
month.
it. We're editing nothing.
I realized not too long ago that Nick watched wrestling, and that's been one of my guilty pleasures for a long time. And I'm like, oh, look at this Nick. He likes wrestling.
I just got back into it in a big way, like at the end of last year, like right after Survivor Series for whatever reason. I can't remember why.
Okay. In November, I went, and Pookie and my stepdaughters went. My sister went, and my dad went. My dad went even. It was so much fun. We went to a local event in Saginaw, Michigan. It was untelevised, but we were like 3-4 rows back. Everybody was there, like Cody and Sami Zayn. And
see, I was sad.
Drew
They'll be in
McIntyre.
Binghamton. They'll be in Binghamton, which is only an hour south of me, the day after Livestream, like literally June 2nd.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was the most fun. It was such a great environment, and I'm so glad we did it. Like, even the kids who they know what it is, but they can take it or leave it. They had a great time. So,
Randy, what did you think of the Iron Claw? Did you see that?
I did see that. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I thought the actor that played Ric Flair I thought including Ric Flair in the movie was a bad idea. Like, he should have been Jaws, right? He should have been spoken of, but not seen at all.
Yeah, you can't match that personality.
Not at all. No. Overall, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, they followed the Von Erich's story pretty closely, but I mean, they left out some tragedies, which I thought was funny.
Yeah.
Like, you could have made the story even more tragic. Like
that was one of Nick's big blows for.
I don't know how you cut a whole brother out of the whole thing. Like, I'm just like, really?
Who'd they cut out?
Chris Von Erich, I think, is the one they cut out, right?
Is he the one that's still alive? They're like,
no, he killed himself too.
He killed himself.
Yeah.
Okay. There's one that's still alive, right?
Yes. Yeah.
It's Kevin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was weird too. They were positioning this father as kind of a domineering dude and whatnot, but they didn't show that in the 60s and early 70s he portrayed a Nazi. I'm like, why would you not? Yeah, that was his whole gimmick. That's why he was Fritz von Erich. He was a Nazi, and he got heat all over the place because, what's worse than a Nazi? I'll tell you what's worse. Cancer. I hate it. Donate now to eliminate. There you go. And $1,000 so that me and Nick can start a wrestling podcast.
It's true. We'll do it. We'll do it. No editing, 24 hours minimum per episode.
I could do 24 hours.
It's a lot to cover. There's a lot to cover.
Yeah.
Too much to cover. Functioning Drunk said, Tommy hasn't spoken in a minute. Is he dead or eating a burrito? And yes, I will take you up on that offer, mostly to make fun of Randy, but also the wrestling.
I'm here. I just wait my turn, which I never get.
What kind of protein did you get, Tommy?
What's your protein?
Oh my God! If I'm at Qdoba, I will get. Some places have chorizo, so you got to get the chorizo. But I switch between the steak and the chicken. Sometimes I get both. You got to get extra protein. How you like that, Randall? Extra protein.
I like that.
I like that too. Man.
Oh, thank you guys.
So I did the same thing at Japanese Steakhouse too.
Cool. I talk and get applauded. All right.
That's what you're supposed to do. You're the star of the show, dude.
Sit back.
$3,000 and Drew Hallam will get a live stream for the Cure tattoo.
Ooh.
Oh
wow.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Wow.
So will Tommy. How about that?
Sure. Why not?
Why not? Just add to the whole cornucopia of tragedies on your body.
Yeah, I'd show you guys, but I'm not real.
That's fair.
Show us where your robo body has been ruined by sin.
I feel like somebody conducted a seance on their Ouija board and Tommy just emerged from it.
Yeah, I'm Tommy the Friendly Ghost, like Casper.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Why not? I'm a good guy. Nick wouldn't let me sleep in his bed, huh?
No.
No,
Me
because
and Nick
That's
are fir-
reserved for Randy.
you gotta message me like on Facebook or whatever, and you gotta be like, look, I'm coming through tomorrow and we need a place to stay. Can I stay there? And I will immediately say yes.
And cook me food. All the
And
protein.
cook you food. All
Yeah.
the protein. I made Randy lots of protein. You'll be good.
Yeah. Nick was like, "What's your protein?" I'm like, "Let me tell you." And he's like, "Got it. Here it comes."
Well, actually, he had to give me a menu because that was when Pookie was pregnant, so she couldn't have like a bunch of different things. So I had to stick to a menu that time.
How dare you talk to my wife? Talk about my wife like that.
Pookie, hang on, Pookie, how are you doing? How are you doing? Really,
Oh,
I've heard
God.
enough of Randy. I've heard enough of his shit.
Yeah,
But
thank God.
how are you doing?
She had a spawn, and it was my firstborn son. And that's part of the reason we've been gone for so long, because who knew that raising a baby would be so much work? What
Everyone.
the heck? What the heck?
Now you understand a lot of my sacrifice over the years. Although
Oh,
I
you
did
don't
miss
know
the-
sacrifices.
I
You
did
never
miss-
earned some New Balances. You never earned them. Like, you know what? I worry about the weirdest stuff in life now. I just focus on this kid, and I'm like, oh, every bite he takes, he's probably going to choke on it. I think about stupid stuff like,
Yeah.
man, if there's an
True.
apocalypse tomorrow and I have to run and find a vehicle and I jump in the wrong vehicle, what if it's a fucking stick shift? I don't know how to run a stick shift. We're all doomed and it'll be on me. God damn it. All these action movies I see, somebody invariably is hanging from some cliff or bluff, Tommy. Bluff. Or
Bluff. What a
rooftop
stupid
by
word.
their fingertips. Who has that grip strength in real life? Like, I've been spending my whole life opening up tough pickle jars. It's all been leading up to this. Who can do that in real life? These New Balances I have are not made for an extended action sequence. They're made for getting dyed grass clipping green and dominating red meats on the charcoal grill. That's what they're for.
If you grip
Slam it
and roll
down.
burritos, like you can really build up that muscle. You roll
Oh, there you
burritos
go.
enough. There you go. Maybe you just got to answer your calling, Randy. Get a job at Qdoba. There you go.
Right?
Then you can
Yeah.
ask what's protein.
You
What's the
control
protein?
burritos.
I could be the controller of the burritos.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Imagine if you were the one in charge of the meat, Randy.
I would love to be the meat czar. I would do pretty good at it. I think.
I like that name, Meat Randy. Let's just call him Meat Randy.
You like Meat Randy better than Meat Czar? How dare you?
Pookie wants to know if you get a discount if you go to Qdoba. So
I mean, we would eat at Qdoba a lot more if I got a discount at Qdoba.
You can if you join the rewards program. There
Oh,
you go.
we have the rewards program. You don't have any life hacks I've not already conquered, Tommy. What are you chiming in with some wisdom like you're some wise old owl?
I was trying to be the burrito brother.
functioning drunk, that's true. I mean, he said we all act like we never try to pull the tape from an Amazon delivery box. We already got the grip strength. You're good.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys all reminded me of that scene in Cliffhanger where Stallone drops the girl.
Oh man, I always go back to that scene too. Like that's the only scene in that movie I remember.
Yeah, right. It's
Sylvester and his face contorting and rage and pain and
that's it.
And he's just like, "Roar, roar, roar, roar." I don't even know what he says, but that's probably what he said. Roar, 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 roar.
You watch the first 5 minutes and then it's on to Over the Top.
Well, you know what? If he went over the top, maybe he wouldn't have dropped that broad.
Should have turned his head around.
Good point.
Should
Good
have
point.
turned that hat around. Absolutely. Oh my God. I think you're
Hey
hacking
Tommy,
the world right
Tommy,
now.
I got a quick question for you. So I'm fascinated by the world of stand-up comedy. How would you describe your comedy?
Oh my God.
Do bits? Do you tell stories?
I would say a little bit of both. I would love to be a storyteller from start to finish. So I kind of try to make my 45, my hour, whatever they give me. I try to make it one big story. So it's a bunch of little stories. I would say there's only a couple small jokes. Most of them are part of anywhere from 3 to 7 minute long stories. Yeah. With a couple of little bits thrown in, but I'm definitely more leaning on the story side for sure.
Is there any comic you compare yourself to, famous comic or?
Yeah, shit. That's a good question. I would say that I would try. I would say I take a lot of thing from Louis C.K. the way that he does it. Talking about his kids and then tell a true story
Plus
and stuff like
masturbating
that.
in front of ladies.
Well, no, not that part.
Oh, okay.
But the way that he sets it up is probably I just copy Louis C.K. How about that? Come see me.
There you go. Yeah.
Gets up on stage and he's
Gaffigan
just
does
like,
that a lot too, right?
I got this asshole friend named Randy who thinks I'm going to do this fucking podcast with him.
The whole bit's about
every
the
set,
podcast.
that's how it opens.
Yeah. He's like,
CK.
I'm like Louis C.K., but cheaper. Hire me.
I wear black pants and a black shirt, not just a black shirt. There we go.
Oh, man. You were that eclipse that everybody was going on about the other day.
I do block out light. Yes.
Yes,
I
you
would
do.
block light. Dave Landau is another one that I take a lot of inspiration from. But as for like the super big names, I would say Louis C.K. and I try to break the fourth wall a lot, like Shane Gillis does. So, I mean,
Okay,
of course,
yeah,
I'm not anywhere near those guys, but those are the guys that I think I would compare my act to. And then like them guys are A pluses, and I'm sitting down there at C minus compared to them.
I love that shit, man. And like Gaffigan kind of does that shit too, where it's like, you just kind of complain about your life and it just is funny to other people.
Yeah. Go to my website. I have some videos on my website. It's just Tomethompson.com, TOMETHOMPSON.com. I got a couple videos up there so you can kind of get the idea. Get the idea. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you for letting me talk. What a guy.
Nick, can you banish Gerald now?
Listen, I've listened to a lot of miserable retail slave. Like none of it was ever about Tommy talking. Like,
that's very true.
Come on now. Come on. You were just there to occasionally just like quip at Randy and he would just keep going,
Yeah. Gerald let the cat out of the bag. Look out.
Ironically, Randy was the freight train in miserable retail slave.
It's gonna be different in the dive bar, goddammit. Oh, I can't swear. Sorry.
Jeez, you
God.
just keep cursing like church isn't on Sunday, Tommy.
People are taking their money back.
Wow.
Asking for refunds.
Let me call the Cancer Research Institute and be like, you know what?
We prefer cancer over swearing. So
this bastard, I tell you, he just would not.
That's a swear word. What the heck? The host can swear? Look at
it's
this.
his gig. He's pulling the cranks and levers and buttons.
It's true. It's true. Actually, there's a little byline when you go to the thing to donate. It says if it's $100, you get one F-bomb per $100. So fucking A. Like I can do that because I donated that $100 there.
Yeah. See.
No, I just used it though. Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
That is one of the things that we hope to do with the dive bar branding. We feel like the miserable retail slave name was kind of limiting on, I don't know, things we could do and people we could get. So we're hoping to interview comedians, that Tommy's met along the way. And I don't know, maybe more famous people. And also part of the dive bar is going to be my pal Tomco. With someone's favorite movie, that's going to be part of the feed too. So
give me Tom Co Tuesday, baby.
It's all happening, brother.
I'm back for it.
Excellent.
I'm back for it. And our new 24-hour wrestling podcast.
Yeah, that too. I mean, I'm not even joking. We should do a wrestling podcast.
I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Oh man,
in a heartbeat. Pookie, don't listen to this part.
Wow, $100? That's a lot of money.
I can have my hair done at the beauty parlor with $100.
Why doesn't it do it for the right amount? I don't understand why it doesn't work for the right amount. It's only supposed to go off when people donate exactly $100. But that was Gerald, $10. Check out Tommy's comedy and, of course, Randy's meat.
Oh,
look at that.
There you go. Thank you so much, Gerald, for $10 donation. Yeah, I don't know. It's only supposed to go off when you donate $100, which coincidentally, when I donated $100, it didn't go off. I don't understand.
I don't get it either.
I understand. You put in 10 instead of 100.
No, I didn't. I even checked it earlier when it went off the wrong time. I don't even know what happened.
So we are going to have this segment on the podcast called the Wonder Cheers, in which we get all nostalgic about our childhoods and our past, as you want to do in a dive bar over a burr or two,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this is something I always think about. Like, I'm trying to teach. I'm not trying to. I want this boy that I'm raising to be like the best person possible, and part of it is like teaching him not to be a gross human being, right?
Right.
And this is a trauma I have. I still remember this.
Yep.
I remember being in kindergarten, and I remember walking out to the bus. Like, this might be my earliest distinct memory. This is a trauma that I'm sharing right now. This is my therapist couch. I want everyone to analyze this and tell me what is going on. I remember this kid named Josh. We're walking out to the bus, and I look, and this kid is just laughing. Oh my God, was he laughing? What was he laughing about? This Nickelodeon slime just flowing out of his nose. Like he was the possessed exorcist chick, and the projectile vomit pea soup was coming all over the lower part of his face from his nose. This disgusting pig, this fucking Josh. And I just remember seeing this and being this little conscious human being and being repulsed completely by it. And I still think about it every now and then. And I just start gagging, you know, and because this is the part that makes me gag. Some bold kids were like telling him to wipe his fucking face as you would. And he did, but wiping the snot plus boogers happened with his one finger, and then he ate it. And I gagged so hard I almost puked, and I still remember that feeling, like with my little teary eyes. And I remember.
Did you ask him what's your protein?
I did not. He was
digging for it for sure. Like,
yeah, if I had been privy to the phrase, I would have. But I remember seeing this Josh through the tears in my eyes, and from retching so hard at the sight of this. And I see blurry Josh. He's got the smile on his face. He was so content as I stood there dying, and I'm just gagging, making the wettest noise possible. It was sad. It was sad and sick. And I think about that every now and again. Like, that's my first vivid memory, this trauma. And I will teach my boy, Nick, to always wipe his nose so as not to cause vivid memory traumas, to scare someone's brain, to scar it for life. I will sit him down one day and I will ask him about his hopes and dreams. What do you want out of life? I'll ask, what do you want to do when you grow up, El Jefe? And most importantly, I will put my hand on his shoulder and I'll ask the hardest question I'll ever have to ask him, Tommy. I will sit him down. I'll look him straight in the eye and I'll say, son, what's your protein?
El Jefe.
The callback.
I ruined your callback. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Person. That's fine. Nobody remembers that.
Yep. You think if one person here knew comedic timing and all that stuff, you'd think, but I mean.
Why you got to trip all over my shit, Tommy? Like, maybe I'll just come to your comedy show and do all your act for you. Like, I Nick, how are you holding up? Like, this is day one. It's at the end. You did about 16 hours of stream games.
He's a psycho.
I'm alive
for a bathroom break.
I'm alive for now, anyway. And I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. I want more people to donate so that way I can potentially have to eat. I can't believe the first thing I had to do was the Carolina Reaper one either. I can't believe it. But yeah, waiting for that.
You spun and landed on that?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. If I had to do that one first, that was the first one I had to do. So yeah. I'm just we're this is such a fun celebration for me every year because, we get to raise money for a great cause. Like, that's the most important thing, for one. But number two, I get to hang out with people in this amazing community. To date, we've raised over $90,000 now for cancer research over the past 8 years. Like, it's always amazing. Like, and it's, I feel selfish in a way, like a little bit, because like I get to reconnect with, like, I haven't talked to you guys in probably since this time last year, right? Like, literally probably this time last year, Tommy. Yeah. Tommy's off gallivanting around everywhere, but here.
Please, Daniel, we can't keep doing this.
Thank you, Mike Heads Nostalgia, for the 14 months. Holy shit. Thank you so much. Wow. That's absolutely amazing. But yeah, so Tommy's off doing his touring and everything. I spend so little time on social media, and I know, Randy and Pookie with El Jefe running around is just, I know that feeling of being a dad. I believe, like, you're talking about that feeling of like the existential dread of like your child's going to eat and do everything that you don't want them to do. And every day is going to be a catastrophic accident. Yeah, that's being a dad. Welcome to being a dad. Good. Existential dread is now your entire bread and butter. Gerald knows too. Tommy knows.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just now getting the concept of me, as in him is me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for baby's first existential crisis. Like, I am me? What am I? Am I real? What is my purpose?
Yeah,
it's really advanced in vocabulary, so I'm sure he'll say that like tomorrow. It's
such an amazing thing that I get to do about just having fun. It's a lot of fun. Like, yeah, it's a lot of work to put on and everything, and I got to sit up for days on end and do it. But man, I get to talk to so many amazing, talented, incredible people. And Tommy, and I get to hang out and just do all sorts of fun stuff. And it's all, at the end of the day, like, no matter what, like, we can all have as much fun as we want to, like picking and poking and having fun with each other. But at the end of the day, like, this is a good thing we're all doing. And that's the greatest thing that I take away from it every time, every year, every whatever. That's the thing that means the most to me, is that we're doing it's in a world that needs more good done in it. We're trying to do at least a little bit of good, and I feel like that's worth it to me. That's worth it.
Yeah.
Well said, brother. Well said.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll say this, like, me and Tommy have been doing this since 2012, and I know, right? This is Livestream 8. We've been doing it since Livestream 2, so this is our 7th year doing it.
Woo-hoo.
And it's our favorite thing to do every year.
It is.
Like, it gives us purpose or meaning, or I don't know, but
right. I actually look forward to this one.
Because he knew he didn't have his camera. He's like, fuck yeah, I can't wait. Oh, baby.
I hate talking to my friend unless it's for a good cause.
That's right. That's right. We ain't battling cancer, then no.
That's fair. I get
Cancer
it.
research, I should say. Yeah.
Also, we've been doing this for 7 years, and I feel like every year I'm like, Gerald, get me on 2Ps, and he's like, okay, and he never does. So.
Let's do it, man. The movie drafts are back. I don't know if Nick told
Yeah,
you
listen, like, look,
drafts,
I'm on P's now. Like, he doesn't even have a say. I'll boot him right out the call. I'll make sure. I'll make sure you get back. You get on the P's, man. Because
Gerald, let's piss Randy off, and you can have me on there before you have him on.
I'll get you on there first. We'll do our top 5 stand-up comedians.
Yeah.
Get Randy in there. Yeah.
I'm gonna do.
Randy, you're always welcome, brother. Come on for a movie draft soon. Seriously.
Absolutely, hook me up for a movie draft any year. Pick
Let's
it.
do it.
We'll do top five fast food proteins, but we're gonna leave Randy out.
That's fair. I mean,
you know we love you. I mean, legitimately, like, the first year I ever had you guys on, I was such a huge fan of MRS, and I was like, God, I gotta get these guys on live stream. Like, I absolutely love them. And then, like, reaching out and talking to each other, and then we've done so many different, like, collabs since. Like, I've been on MRS.
Mm-hmm.
You were on EFG back in the day, right? Yeah. You were on EFG and like all those different things. And like, I mean, just doing the live stream and everything like that. And I mean, you came to my house, you stayed at my house and everything. I got to cook you food in my kitchen, which I love doing. That's a super expression of love for me. Like,
I drink all your craft beer.
All of it. All of my craft beer. The son of a bitch.
All of it.
Literally all of it. But I mean, it's an amazing, it's just such an amazing, it's such an amazing thing. I'm going to do it for 10 more years and 10 more after that. And I'll keep dragging people. I don't care. Listen, you cannot release any episodes between now and next year. I'm still dragging your asses back to do it again. Next year.
I'll be here.
And, you know, I mean, it's just, I like I said, in a way, there's a part of me that's like, it's selfish to feel that way, but I don't feel like it is, because in the end, we're doing a good thing, and we get to just laugh and have fun and have drinks and be silly and be stupid. And, you know, like I said,
at the end of the day, you get to hang out. You get to hang out with a great community, a great a lot of friends that we've made over the years, and while you're doing that, you're raising money for an amazing cause. So I mean, it's a win-win, dude. It's awesome.
Heck yeah.
I'm looking forward to the rest of the weekend and listening in on some of these podcasts I know nothing about. Like, there's a bunch of new people I know nobody, you know.
Yeah, tune in Friday night too. My 10-year-old son is coming on, Randy. And
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing the top 5 this year, and we're doing the top 5 movies that we saw way too young.
Okay.
Which basically is pointing fingers at me the whole time.
Nice.
He's 10 years old.
Yeah. Yes. So. Top 5 reasons Gerald's a bad father. It's going to be the best
There's only
segment
5.
ever.
There's only 5, though. Yeah.
You're not going to let him round that out to that top 10? You're not going to let him do that?
No.
That's
not
cruel, man. That's cruel. Drew is exactly correct in the chat. Drew's Logan's going to rock it. Yeah, Logan's absolutely going to rock it.
Yeah, I hope so, man. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's you got like, I mean this with all sincerity. Please give us as much possible. Miserable Retail Slave, Dive Bar, the Tomedy Train, Randy's Basement, Randy's Dark Dank Basement, whatever you want to call the podcast, I'm here for it.
Randy's
I'm on
pile
board.
of camping clothes behind him, or I don't know.
Yeah, the basement needs to be clean. It's not a good look, but
I'm always on board for any and everything you guys do. I love you guys so much, and I mean, one of these days, guys, Tommy's going to get close enough to me, and I'm not going to tell him I'm going. I'm just going to show up at one of his comedy shows, and I'm going to be in the audience, like hooting and hollering the whole time. I'm going to be like, Randy, like the whole time, and he's going to be like, what the fuck is that?
Throw tomatoes at him like he's Fozzie Bear and Muppet Babies. That's my dream, is to throw tomatoes at him. Yeah.
You've had your chances.
I was going to say, you never did that in all the times you went to those shows with him?
Well, I rode with him most of the time, so that would be silly. Get stranded somewhere because I threw a fruit/vegetable at him on stage. So
get stranded, and then you talk about dive bars like those. I remember those ride along episodes of MRS where it was you guys just in the car. I remember you guys like coming back from shows or different stuff talking about like these places that are like the hole in the wall of the hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Like things like
there was
that.
quite
Yeah,
a few of those.
Yeah. It's good to see, Tommy. It's really good to see like you expanding out even further and going, because I remember a time where you didn't want to leave like basically like the Michigan-ish area.
He still doesn't.
Yeah.
But he does, and that's the difference though. He does now.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, May's been really busy, and June is slowing down a little bit, but that's kind of a welcome thing because May's been crazy. Pennsylvania and a couple trips to Indiana and Ohio, and so I'm okay with staying home for a week.
You have any North Carolina dates coming up, Tommy? Let's do it, man.
I don't yet, but I will get to work.
We just talked about this with Dan.
Sorry, yeah.
You have one in August.
Yeah. I thought he meant other than that. Yeah, at the Harrah's Casino in Cherokee, which Dan said is like
okay, that's not too bad. So. Yeah, that's not horrible though.
Corey, thank you so much for that tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Any subs and biddies, anything that comes through like that is also, ladies and gentlemen, going to be going to the Cancer Research Institute. Every single penny that is ever earned on this channel goes to a charity, goes to cancer research. So I super appreciate it. Thank you, Corey. Corey will be on tomorrow at 4. Is it? It's right after me. I'm cooking for 4 hours in my kitchen tomorrow. I can't wait.
Damn.
Woohoo.
4 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah, it is 4 o'clock. Yeah. So
how many hours of sleep do you get a day during this, Nick?
The good thing is this year's only 12 hours. So next year, tomorrow, like every day I'm not back on, like the stream doesn't go back live until noon. So like I'll get to sleep in and everything like that. I'll get to get the rest I need to and everything like that. I mean, not like we've had years like Dan can attest, especially for year 3. Not only was year 3 crazy because we weren't doing hour time slots. We were doing half an hour time slots for a lot of shows. So we had so much chaos of getting people on and off the air. And then we did, I want to say at least 1 18-hour day or 2 18-hour days for year 3. I think that's the only year we ever did it. Like we got like no sleep. Like we got no sleep year 3. Year 3, both Dan and I pretty much just collapsed after it was over.
I wanted to kill you.
Yeah, there he is. Yep.
Yep.
Justifiably so. Like we don't do anything that crazy anymore.
Dan's still haunted by that.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Dan, are you aboard the Tomedy train?
No, I moved it almost immediately.
Excellent. That's the way to be.
That's awesome.
See,
First
Functioning Drunk
episode of the
says...
Dive Bar next Monday. We have 3 episodes recorded and ready to go. Got
Oh,
3
you're one of those
episodes.
podcasts.
Well, we had to be. Like, listen, Dan, we started recording in January and it still hasn't been out. So,
And we've only gotten 3.
yeah. So don't tell me you're one of those podcasts.
Good thing all my comedy
I
promotions
mean,
are
you're one of
well.
those podcasts, and then you're also one of those podcasts.
Oh, yeah. We're the worst in every way possible.
You mean like
so.
Apple TV Plus, who have 4 episodes in the past 2 years?
Yeah.
Oh, they
5.
review Apple stuff. They review Apple stuff periodically, like iPods and things like
He's
that.
not even here. This
Yeah, he left. Yeah, he walked away. I didn't even realize he was gone.
Yeah.
He like left and his room went dim. That was amazing. He's like, Gerald out.
Wow, that's weird. I didn't even realize he did that.
He's like a phantom, that guy.
Get your checkbooks ready, Corey. What the fuck?
Checkbooks.
What do you think this is?
Bro, we tap our fucking cards on machines now. Like, what are you talking about?
Send the carrier pigeon.
One time I saw a lady try to pay with a check in a gas
I sent
station.
you my telegram with my money wired to it.
She tried to pay for her gas with a check in a gas station, and the cashier was like 19 and had no idea what to do. Like, what is this foreign object? What
What is
you
this
bringing
piece
me?
of paper?
Yeah. What am I supposed to do?
Gerald,
with
we're
this?
talking shit on Apple TV Plus. You're a piece of shit.
That's an
It
amazing
can.
show. That is a great show.
Is it?
Did you tell Randy what it was even?
Yeah,
That's a show me and my buddy Brad do on Apple TV stuff, but we've released 4 episodes in 2 years.
Okay. Yeah.
Brad doesn't have buddies. That's not. Don't.
Craig, I don't trust that Google Pay shit where you tap your phone. This is my conspiracy. I don't want the fucking gas station having my entire social media presence available to them.
That's why you should write checks when you pay for gas.
No, they can have my
that's why you
card. I don't give a shit about
should,
that. But like,
Oh,
you should
my
shoot a
my,
TikTok every time
my
you pump gas.
information matters more than my money.
I want you to go into the store, like go into the gas station, and be like, "I'll give you my credit card, but you have to do it like old school, like the old carbon paper
Fucking
thing, like
carbon paper.
choke."
They still have that for whenever power goes out. Like retail,
Yeah, we
there are
had to do
retail
it.
that still have this.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
do
had
at
to
the
do it
restaurant.
when we
Yeah.
lost power last year.
Yeah.
Wow. Dan washes dishes for gas. What?
I don't
What?
bro.
Damn,
I sit
pumps gas for dishes.
right here all day, every day. And I either play video games, work, or play video games while I work. Like, what?
Or edit for me.
Yeah, you're fucking bro. Here's how every 2 p.m.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes.
All right, Nick. So we got like 5
Go
minutes
ahead.
of bullshit for nothing. All right.
There it goes.
All
Yeah.
right. Fuck. We have a quick. We have a cold open. What do? We've never done a cold open before, so we have to do it every fucking week.
Every week.
I take pride in how dumb and shitty our cold opens are. I
That
love
was
them.
a good one this week, Nick. That was a good one.
Okay,
Watch
the
it on
cold open
YouTube.
kind of sucks. Let's just, all right. Let's give Dan 5 seconds of silence. He says actually, let's give him 10. He says he wants 5, but I'll give him 10.
Oh, excuse me. Just one second. Randy, he's talking about podcast editing. You ever? Never mind. Go ahead, Dan.
No, I mean,
He wants 5. I'll give him 10. Fuck it. Let's give him 15. Like 15's safe, right? Okay. Okay. Let's start the show. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. This is Gerald here. We're doing the show.
There I am.
It's for the movie and the title of the podcast. I'm gonna say that like 9 more times because I think we're on radio for some reason. I really wanted to be in radio, but I guess I never got there. So I'm just gonna do the podcast and the radio show. We're reviewing the movie that's in the title of the podcast. I hope that's fine with everybody. My opinion, people tell me my opinion sucks all the time, so I have to validate my opinion every 45 seconds, or else I can spontaneously combust. Okay.
the roast of Gerald. This is great.
Let's let Dan get this out. This is what this is the fucking only thing he knows how to do in life.
Hey, I'm Nick. I'm going to steamroll Gerald's fucking talking point when he's like 3 seconds into it, so that way I can keep on with the talking point that I've already beaten to death. Hey, I don't like Furiosa because it sucks. Gerald, can you expand on it? I don't give a shit about your opinion, Gerald. Furiosa fucking sucks. Here's a 9-minute diatribe about why fucking Furiosa sucks. Gerald, you have a take on this? No one gives a shit about your take. Here's 9 more fucking minutes about why Furiosa sucks. Okay? Hey, Dan, can you make this listenable to where people actually don't hear my 9-minute fucking diatribe after 9-minute diatribe after 9-minute diatribe? Can you do that? No, you can't, because I don't give you an actual spot where you can, like, all my points are somewhat salient, but they also kind of meander in a way, so you can't actually get a good, clean edit point. Also, Gerald, the only sound you make is like your background noise. You go or something like that. That's it. That's all you do.
Yo, I found that out when I had to edit that. What episode did I have to edit? It's like every minute and a half. It's
yes, I know.
Like and I'm just like, what the fuck is he doing?
You guys, and then hey, let's. Oh, bye, Gerald. And then I gotta spoil the show. We gotta spoil the movie.
I'm leaving.
We're he's so upset. We're spoiling the movie now. Oh, but we're not gonna tell anybody we're spoiling the movie, and we forget that there's a mid-roll that Dan does just for our shit. But like to promote the stuff, but then we can't remember it. So Dan, like every week.
Now it looks like Tommy is like the bridge between Randy and the Tomedy train. Oh wait, no, now Tommy's back where he belongs.
Hey, look at me.
Every week. That's how the 2-piece edit goes. Every week.
I like Gerald. I'll say that. I like Gerald.
Thank you, Tommy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Believe it or not, Dan does too, but he just lives for this shit, man.
I do. Gerald, I legitimately didn't shit on you at all. Well, actually, I did say you wish your show was a radio show, and boy, when you're like, guys, we're talking about Furiosa today. I don't know if you saw the title.
Well, in fairness, I was on radio, so I brought all that with me. But yeah,
friend to friend,
I get it.
Fucking stop. You, Gerald, you didn't like people. You didn't cut to the car commercial where it's like 9 minutes, like it's like 45 seconds of honking. So you think like, because it's like you experiencing traffic on the radio, and like, this is a good idea. Let's put all this fucking honking and all the car noises in there, so that way you think a 9 million car crash is happening right at this exact second. There's no that commercials anymore. You don't have to worry about the plumbing company or the home.
He's still talking.
I'm going, Gerald. I'm going. You can hear all this. You're in. We can't see you, but you're
all right.
Stop it. You're not on radio. Stop it, Nick.
Dan. This sip for you.
All right, gents. I'm bowing out. I got to get up at 5. So.
Good Lord, yeah. Before you run away, I know the feed's not changing, so I know where to find you because I never unsubscribed. But if you're listening to this, you don't know about these two amazing gentlemen, where can they find you on their podcatchers this coming Monday?
Yeah. Subscribe to the Miserable Retail Slave podcast on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, etc. That'll be changing, but it'll be the same feed. Called the Dive Bar Podcast. We'll be there. So hopefully on a regular basis. So
love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna to play you guys out. I'm gonna drop that beat, D-boy.
Oh yeah.
Put it in.
There it is.
Thanks for having us.
I love you guys.
Love you too.
Thanks, dudes.
We're drinking
Good luck,
summer
guys.
shandy on Thursday. We so motherfucking out here, though. We never been this out here.
We're just gonna rock it. I'm used to listening to them at like 2 times speed.